Hey, so just ended my, I didn't just end, I ended an hour ago for my psychology of play class. Basically, it was more of a review because I was doing a bunch of reading ahead of time. So I pretty much knew everything she was teaching. Keys again. Sorry about the cup. I just went to Firehouse. Sponsor! Great sandwiches. Very close. Anyways, and it was really cool how a lot of the stuff, like, for instance, the, got too much shit in here. There we go. That help any? Whatever. So basically what the class was learning, like, the different types of people in play and how when you are in real life, how do you make things fun for yourself? So, for instance, are you a joker type? I mean, do you like making people laugh? Does it help you out when playing? I mean, that's a thing. Are you competitive? Do you like to explore places? And yes, I am reading this off my notes. This is to help me out later as well. Dad, I know this is you. Are you a planner? Now me, I know I'm a collector. And everybody who knows me knows I'm a collector. Storyteller, artistic creator, I mean, creative or whatever. The only one that may not sound like a real thing is kinesthetic. What, I can't read this word for the life of me. Kinesthete. What? It's basically, to compare it to what it really means, I'd say it's like kinetic energy, but less objects falling from a high place and more you moving around kind of thing. So yeah, that was one part of it. We also learned, like, the steps for, like, when we were, like, children, how we learned to play. There was, like, 6 steps where that was good. Where it's like you start with unoccupied play, where you're basically just doing stuff as a baby. And then you got solitary play, where you're just playing with toys and don't realize people are around you. And then you got the onlookers, which you kind of notice they're there, but you're not really caring, and you're still playing with yourself. And then parallel play, you see, and I'm holding it up to my face because I have my light turned on the other side. Parallel play, which you're still by yourself, but you kind of are trying to copy what other kids are doing with the toys. And then you got the associative play, which you're playing with others, but you're not really, like, playing kindly. Then you got cooperative, which you're playing with each other and you both sharing and you're playing tag and blah blah blah. And then there's, like, how do you play when you play, like, a game or watch a movie or listen to a song, which I've already went into most of the stuff that they taught me today. So I mean, I've got all my notes. I'll probably that one's not, it's more of a repeat of the last one, to be honest. It's actually more of a combination of both both the things I talked about. For the most part, it was pretty lax day. I mean, I did I've been working on my homework for the classes, which none of it's due like the next class, like most places are. And now I'm going to be focused on driving, so I have a reason for not looking at the screen, Dad. So, and if I'm not talking, it's because I'm driving. I know it's not technically appropriate to be doing this, but you know, I'm going to be vlogging every day, so I might as well try it. For the most part, that's all I've been really doing is focusing on homework. And something that my psychology teacher actually encourages is playing your video games or watching a movie or taking a break. You hear that, high school teachers? I can take a break. I can play video games and get my work done. Found the curb. Found the curb. It's not that I'm not focused on driving, it's the fact that everybody and their mother would not let me turn. And it pissed me off. I didn't drive angrily, it's like, really? Like, there was a car that was turning and it cut way too far and I thought I was gonna get hit, so kind of cut it close, so, but, you know, whatever. That's basically all I've got for today. For homework, I finally figured out what I'm going to be doing for my digital identity homework, which I'm basically supposed to do something that's representing me and what I'm going to be doing in my field. Since I'm going to be writing code, I'm just going to write a story, and it's going to be the story. And Dad, I know you remember the place. I don't quite remember the name because I was so little and they kind of went out of business. But the story was basically it's on the there was like a little store that was like right by where my dad worked. At least that's how I remembered it. It was basically a gaming store, but not like the gaming stores we have now. It had the CD kind of games, point and click adventure type. Like it had Putt Putt, Freddy Fish, Rita Rabbit. I don't know if anybody knows those games, but those were my best memories back when I was a kid. God, I hate these bumps. Speed bumps, speed humps, everything in between. Anyways, and it was just a really cool store, and I always enjoyed when we went in. Like, whenever we passed it, I'm like, Dad, can we go in? Can we go in? Come on! Because I always wanted another game from there. That was one of the best times I remembered, and that's my story, and I'm going to, and then I have to describe why it just shows how me as a person, that's my digital identity, how it represents my digital identity, which honestly I think it's the perfect representation of my digital identity. Then I've got to do for my psychology of play, for my last bit of homework, I've got to do research for one of my on my field, which is going to be like programming. So I'm going to have to figure out not all, 4 of the fields that are in the programming field, like lead programmer or character programmer, all that sort of stuff. So, and those are just from the top of my head. I'm going to do more research, see what are some of the arbitrary stuff, like the environment, how if X, which equals wind, is blowing X, and that's just a that's just the variable for the degrees. Then grass will move whichever way. And that's just a basic description of what it's going to be. It's a lot more of int C and all that, which you might not get, but I took a computer science class, so I somewhat understand that. So when I was doing my stuff for Lynda, which is not a person but a website, I went to do a C++ thing, and I wanted to, you know, learn more about C++ since I'm going to be having to basically use it for my job, and I basically just wanted to get it done. And when he was talking during the beginning parts, I was like, I understand some of this. Yay! So yeah, there's that. And then I have to use the stuff that I talked about and how it would relate to them, and which one would I want to choose, and what two of those would best be useful for me in the field that I chose in the question. And that's basically it. And then I have to do some definitions and do some research on and create my own definitions on these words for my digital literacy. And that's basically it for my homework, which sounds like a lot, but all computer work. Especially now that I have my laptop. Oh my god. I love that thing. That thing is awesome. I am not going to be doing what I did to my last laptop. And I'm not even going to tell anybody about what happened to my last laptop, because the handful of people that do know I am not doing that. Oh god. So, and I haven't really been playing any video games since I beat Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flags. I haven't really had a need to play, like, I haven't had the need to play a game. So I can basically focus on schoolwork, which doesn't mean I haven't, it just means that it'll be easier for me. So, give me a sec, I've got to do some stuff. It's going to take me a second, a lot of movement. Okay, switch hands. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it in my wallet. It's a key that'll help me get into my apartment complex. And then I'm going to be getting the mail, since I'm almost positive Cody has not done that. Anyways, so I've been talking quite a long time, but that's basically all I've been doing for the past couple days. And the only game that I've recently been into is Lego Marvel, and for the most part it's more of an off-on kind of game for me, so nothing really interesting. Been playing it level by level, and it's going to take me forever to beat it like that. I only have 2 more classes left. I have Friday class, and then a Saturday class, and then I have no classes after that until Monday. And I forgot my mailbox is back over here. Oh look, People magazine, because I'm such a fantastic person. And it is addressed to that one person that hasn't changed their address. Looks like I got trash. Hope they weren't missing this, because I'm not going to be sending it to her. Give me my key. Gotta fix my lock again. Wow, everybody just came home at the same time, like, no kidding. Amazing. So anyways, I'll talk to y'all tomorrow, and have a fantastic night.